Hi, welcome back to Last Call Mamas. This is Amber. Sorry, I had an itch on my nose, and now I'm just realizing that I have some food of some kind on my shirt. So, never mind that. That's just mama life. But I wanted to talk in this video about going through the process of genetic testing in pregnancy, and then what you can do to stay sane while you're waiting, because it is a process and highly stressful. So I have 4 tips for you on that I will share. So I'm going to share how we got into doing the genetic testing. It was really important to me, as I shared before, to try to have a healthy baby. I knew that I was already high risk having a baby in my 40s. And so that was important to me. Nothing against anybody that has a child that is not quote unquote healthy or normal. Every child is a gift, and I understand that. But for me, the genetic testing was really important. And I think I've shared the reasons why before, but the testing that we decided to do was through a company called Natera, and they do this like panorama invasive test, a blood test through the mother. They take my blood. They don't have to go in and take the baby's blood. It's my blood that they're testing for genetic abnormalities. And I took that test around 10 weeks, when I was 10 weeks pregnant. And then I had to wait about 3 weeks until getting the results back. And that was a long 3 weeks, I can tell you, because I'm in the process of like this excitement and this thought of this whole life change in my 40s of having a baby. But then am I not going to have a baby if I get genetic report back that is bad? And so I just couldn't get too excited or have too deep of emotions, and I just carried the stress with me because I'm already a person that is pretty anxious, and it just exemplified that. It just made it increase significantly. So when it just felt like a very long 3 weeks, I can tell you that. Prepare yourself for that if you were going through this or thinking of this testing. But I feel like it's really important and really useful information. If you haven't gotten pregnant yet, then do the testing now. You don't have to wait until you're pregnant. You can do the testing in advance. So I recommend that. But I was already pregnant because it was a surprise pregnancy, and I was waiting to get the results back. And then when I finally got the call, I was in line, Southwest, waiting to board a plane. And you know, Southwest Airlines, if you've ever taken a Southwest airline flight, you are like lined up like back to back and right next to strangers. And I was like, this is the phone number. Am I going to get this? I have to get this. And I'm like, I am literally like 3 people from having to hand over my ticket and getting cut off from this phone call. And so I just picked up the phone. I needed to get some sort of information. And they verified my identity, told me that there was 2 genes that came back with variants that were concerning. So my heart immediately sunk. I was like, okay, like, where's the report? Like, what is it? And they're like, it'll be on the report. You log in, you pull up the report, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. And then you can call us back. You can ask some questions. We can talk more in length. So, okay. I had like a little bit of information, not what I wanted to hear. Again, freaking out on a flight across the country, not going to be able to call or get very far while waiting and in flight. So again, I just couldn't have come up at a worse time. But when I finally did pull up the report, good old me was like, let's get on Google. I can't reach anybody right now. I tried to call the office, couldn't get call back. I'm going to Google this and I'm going to start looking. So I did, and I really freaked myself out. There was just things and pictures that were not good of like having a very sick child. And and like a child being sick and maybe only living until they were 2 or 3 based on this particular gene variant. So heartbreaking. And I was trying to keep calm. I was in visiting family and very fun, supposed to be fun time and event. So it was a lot of work to do, mind over matter. My partner, of course, is so good at that and trying to keep me grounded. So, oh, that's a little one right there, if you heard that. He loves getting his diaper changed, so he is getting his diaper changed.